What's up, Virgo? This is Marcus from King Alliance Oracle, back with another Tarot Oracle reading for you, Virgo. This reading is going to represent June the 20th to June the 27th. I'm going to pull out some Oracle cards and see what energies are going to affect you this week, okay? Also, I want to say thank you to all of you who have liked, shared, and subscribed. Also, please make sure you click the bell so that any new videos that comes, they pop up for you, okay? So let me just get you some Oracle cards, as I mentioned. And then once we get you some Oracle cards, the goal is I'm going to get you some tarot. We'll clarify, get some of the energies for the week so you know what you're dealing with. And then also once we get those cards, any cards that we're not sure of, I'll clarify those too. And I'm going to use my handy dandy golden Art Nouveau deck, and I'm going to clarify with the Gilded Tarot. Okay? So I'm almost finished here. Sorry for taking some time. But one of the energies that I do see that you have here that you might not have known that's going to benefit you is Jupiter. Right now, Jupiter is in Aries, and Jupiter in Aries is about expansion, good luck. Aries is impatient, the god of war. So whenever Jupiter is in Aries, that means that you're going to have good luck and things that are going to come quickly. They're going to come very sharp and swift. Aries doesn't have a lot of patience. So because they don't have a lot of patience, they want to make things happen right now. So let's see what we have also here for you. All right. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please give me a clear guided message for Virgo for the for the week of June 20th to the 27th. Okay, so we got the Tower. So you have some sudden changes that are going on. Okay, and we have you showing up with the Queen of Pentacles. So you're being very resourceful, using all your resources to make money and to make things grow. All right, we also have the Justice card coming out. That's Libra energy. So you're balancing things out, or you're trying to figure out how to balance things in your family relationships. We have the Two of Swords, the Strength card, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so looks like there's going to be a decision that's going to come up this month that you're going to realize that you're going to have a little bit of strength for, and it's going to have to do with long-term decisions for your family. So we'll see, we have the Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands, we have Emperor, the Nine of Cups, the Devil card, and the Ace of Swords. All right. So let's see what's going on for you here, Virgo. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. Right. So this is an offer that's coming to you. The Knight of Cups, he has Mercury's wings on his helmet. And whenever you see Mercury's wings, that means that something's coming to you in a communication. We are in Cancer season. We just got out of Gemini season. But Virgo, Mercury actually rules your sign in the evening time. So possibly there's a message that might come to you in the evening that might be something that's important to you. All right? So the first energy we have here is we have the Tower. All right. So the Tower, this is Mars energy. So as I mentioned before, Jupiter is in Aries. And also right now, if I remember correctly, you have Aries is in Mars also. So there's a lot of Mars energy, a lot of sudden changes, a lot of things that are coming right away and sudden. Now, with the Tower card, that doesn't always mean that the changes are sudden and that they're bad. It just means that things are going to change quickly. Things are going to move quickly. There's going to be quick action. And with the action that happens, it's something that totally changes how you think, how you look at things, how you see things. And it's going to totally change it to the fact that you're not going to want to go back to how you previously might have seen something or how things were. All right? Now we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Now the Queen of Pentacles, this is a very resourceful person. This is a very business-minded person. This is a person who knows how to use their resources to be able to make themselves grow, no matter how they use it or no matter who they use. This is, if you see down the bottom of the card, you have the rabbit. Now the rabbit moves quickly because if it doesn't make wise decisions, it won't survive. So if it doesn't make wise decisions and move fast, the predator will get to it. So this is a good kind of indication of how the Queen of Pentacles thinks. They think about their survival and their survival only. Right? Then we have the Justice card. So the Justice card, this is about things balancing out. This is about things coming into fruition from past karma. So, for example, so you have the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and then that's saying that things are in your favor and that they're spinning in your favor. But when the Justice card comes, that's when the things balance themselves out. This is also Libran energy. So you may have Libra in your chart, or this might be a person that's coming to you that's helping to try to balance things out. But what this is if for some of you, it could be a favorable court case or something of that nature. But this also could just be things being balanced, things being more balanced. When you look at this year to last year, how things compare, things may have fallen in place and they may have changed. Now you see she holds the sword straight up as if she's receiving energy from the universe, but she's also keeping it so she can cut things. She's wearing a red gown, which is significant of passion, significant of love, but also significant of protecting from fear. The green shawl that she wears, the green shawl is for the heart chakra. So she makes these decisions, and they're heartfelt decisions, and they're in tune with everything that she does from there. Okay, so then also you have the Strength card. Now for the Strength card, this could represent a Leo that may be in your life, or this may be you just being mentally strong and physically strong for everything that's going on. Maybe some of you have been taking care of yourselves mentally, by doing your meditation, or you might have been doing yoga or what may have you. But also you could be going to the gym, being consistent, making sure that you work on yourself and making sure that your body's strong. But either way, if you're having a lot of strength for all the changes and things that's going on around you, sometimes changes come in that you're not really expecting, and you have to be mentally strong to be able to hold on to them, to be able to continue doing the stuff that you normally are doing. All right. Now we also have the Two of Swords. Now the Two of Swords, this is Moon in Libra. So what this represents a day-to-day decision that you're going to have to make, but this decision is going to change the course of what you do, during the day and how you do your life. So this, for some of you, if you see she's sitting on a pillar, and then behind her is water, and then there's another set of land. So for her to be able to make it to the land in the background, she's going to have to get wet. She's going to have to get her emotions involved. So this decision might be an emotional decision, something that you have to make a choice on. But either way, the choice and the decision you make looks like it's going to be beneficial, because on this line, you have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, this is about happy family. This is about creating a legacy. This is about having money. This is about making choices that affect the long term of the family, and how the family has money and what they do for the future going forward. So this is a card of happiness in a way, because you've worked so hard to amass, fortune, or you've worked so hard to amass, good tidings, so that your kids or your grandkids can benefit from it. Now you see the old man, he's sitting there resting, he's playing with his dogs. And if you look at he's nice and comfortable, just looking at the back at his kids talking. They might be talking with their significant other, maybe an in-law, but he's already set aside what he wants to be for the family legacy, and he's made that happen. So it looks like part of what's going on for you this week is these sudden changes are happening, so that you can get to that point that you'll be able to make some decisions for your best higher self. Okay, so you have the Knight of Swords. All right, so the Knight of Swords, this is energy rushing in. This is air energy. So if this isn't part of your chart, this could be a person that's coming to you with information, and from what it looks like, with inspiration, with the new inspiration that's coming towards you, so that they can help you to make this legacy. Because if you see in this line, there's an indecision that's made with a sword, but legacy is here. And this is being covered by this line here. So you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace, the Ten of Pentacles, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles. So your cup is fulfilled. You're having your dreams taken care of and fulfilled now. You don't have to worry about this inaction decision, because it's almost like the decision is going to be made, because you've already kind of done the karma, and things are going to kind of fall in place for you. And it's a coincidence, because this is the Libra card, which is justice. And then you have the Two of Swords, which is Moon in Libra, which is having to make that decision. But it looks like you're already kind of on the track of what you need to do, or what you need to know to make said decision and to make it beneficial to you. Now, with this Ace of Wands, this is going to be a brand new inspiration that comes to you. This brand new inspiration is going to be something that kind of changes the way you look at things. This could even be a new project that you're working on, if you're an artist. For most of you Virgos, you're very, very creative, very good with your money, very hardworking. So you could be getting a new position that is now inspiring you to work harder, or maybe this is you creating your own individual situation that you're working on. But that's going to be something that's going to be beneficial to you and is going to move you forward. Now, I see this new inspiration has possibly got you bossing up. Now, again, we have Jupiter energy, which Jupiter is in Mars, which it's Jupiter is in Aries and Mars is in Aries. So you have two of the planets that activate the boss syndrome, activate the emperor, making you grab the bull by the horns, making you do things to go forward, making you so that you're making these wise decisions so that you can make yourself more kind of fortified in the ground so that nothing's moved. Because when you think of an emperor, the emperor's four. You think of the four sides of a house. Nice and sturdy, nice and stable so that you can have things grounded. Now, with Jupiter with Jupiter in Aries and also Mars in Aries, there's going to be a lot of quick action. There's going to be a lot of possible arguments and things of that nature. And then also there's going to be a lot of good luck that comes from things because of the fact that you have all of these energies that are all kind of swirling around together and they're kind of affecting each other. Okay. Then you have the Nine of Cups. This is saying that your dreams are being fulfilled. That right now that you're feeling very happy with yourself, you're doing really well with yourself, and that you've been working individually on yourself, because that's what nines are about. These come from the Hermit, So the nines of the Hermit. That's why you see with the nines is always one individual person standing there. This person is working really, really hard, and they're making sure that everything is available to them for their heart's desire. Now, the reason why they have their hand crossed is because they're really not sure what you can do to add to make them even better. It's almost like they don't need anything else because they're fulfilling themselves. The red hat that they have on the top of their head, that represents meditation and that represents passion. So this person thinks and meditates on how to get their passion and how to make things happen and how to make things go. You have the Ace of Swords, which is about clarity. This is about victory. So the tough thing about the Ace of Swords is any time that you have an Ace of Swords, which I feel like this goes directly with the Two of Swords. The Ace of Swords comes from anytime that you have a bad action, something that happens to you that is kind of like, just to give you a simple one, you burn your hand on the stove. So a little kid, the Ace of Swords is, the stove is hot. So your brain learns from this. And because you had to go through a little unfortunate outcome, this makes you a lot wiser. And this makes you have that victory of knowledge. This makes you expand your consciousness. This makes you grow. And then from there, this is now part of your toolbox. So now you move forward and make wiser decisions based on the fact that you have had this experience and that you don't want to have that experience again. And so that's something that you have there. Okay. Now, unfortunately, we do have of all the good cards, we do have the Devil card here. So this is just the Devil card. This is just you being obsessive, possibly about money, possibly fearing about things happening. The Devil card isn't always bad because in some cases, when it has to do with obsession, you could be starting a business and you're being obsessive because every day you're just thinking about the business and you're working on a plan to make the business successful. So that could be one aspect. Right now, Saturn is in Aquarius currently, and it's actually getting ready to go into going into Pisces. And Saturn being an Aquarius, this is all of the hard work and all the individual things that you've done. Now things are starting to kind of pan out, and then on top of that, you have Pluto in Capricorn, which Capricorn is represented by the Devil. That's in retrograde right now. So this is, again, with the Tower here, sudden changes that are coming that are not going to be seen, but there's going to be a lot of quick movement that happens. The planets are doing some unique things, with Jupiter being in Aries and Mars being in Aries. And then now we also have Pluto in Capricorn and Saturn in Aquarius. So there's a lot of movement that's going to happen, a lot of individual action, a lot of quick things here. But what I see here with the Devil, and I'm going to clarify this card, this is just being obsessive, just worrying about money, just worrying about things that's not necessary. And we'll clarify that here. All right. So we'll get my handy dandy Gilded Tarot. Okay. So first I'm going to clarify the Ace of the Devil card. angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please give me a clear guided message on why we have the devil card present. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so the Wheel of Fortune card that comes up whenever things are in your favor. So as I mentioned before, the Wheel of Fortune comes before the Justice card. So this is saying that it's a good time for you to act, and it's a good time for you to not to worry because of the fact that good energy is in your favor. You know, as I mentioned before, you have Jupiter in Aries, which is about good luck and expansion. So a lot of good things are going to come for you, so you don't really have to worry for that. But at the same time, this coming out on the Devil card, this is saying that all the fears that you're worrying about are unnecessary because of the fact that the universe is actually sending things your way and things are going your way. Everybody has their own individual understanding of the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune for me is broken down two ways. It's broken down by the astrological signs, what planets are in what signs, and also depending on what season you're in, you know, whether you're in winter season. So, like, for example, a benefit for you would be like if you're a trainer, okay? The Wheel of Fortune really isn't in your favor for a trainer if you're in the wintertime. But if you're in the summertime, it's in a wonderful place for you because now you have availability to go outside, train more people, go outside and more advertise, be seen, you know, in that light. Okay, so that's one less worry that you need to worry about, that you have the Wheel of Fortune in your favor. That's going to help you. So you can stop worrying so much about things that aren't important. Okay. So let's see, angels, spirit guides, clarify for me. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords. So what's really cool about this is in this line with the Two of Swords, we actually have the Knight of Swords. And what this is saying that the decision is going to be swift. Now, again, this could be a person that comes in that helps you make the decision. But what I see with this, with the eagle here and with the cliff, this almost gives me vibes of the Fool card. And the Fool card is connected to Jupiter, and Jupiter is connected to the Wheel of Fortune. So with this, it's saying, as you see with the eagle at the top, look at everything from a higher perspective and just trust the universe. Things are going to work. Things are already working in your favor, as you see with the Knight. The Knight already has all the equipment, everything that it needs. But it's like about to jump off this cliff and about to head off this cliff and make a decision that's not really necessary or do something that's not really necessary just because it can. So you don't really want to do anything that's going to put you in detriment, especially when you have the the Two of Swords, and you also have the Justice card. Those have to do with balance, but they also have to do with your connections, relationships, and how you interact with people in the relationships. Right? Okay, let's clarify one more thing, and then we'll get you some of your Oracle cards. All right. So we have the Tower. So the Tower clarified by the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is about walking away. So you have 8 cups that are full, but it's not enough for you. So you walk away from this because it's not fulfilling you. It's not making you feel good. You feel like you feel like you're wasting your time or you're wasting your energy. So what you do is you leave that thought process and you head towards your dream, the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is what makes you feel fulfilled. You've done everything that you need to fulfill yourself. So you're walking away from bad thoughts, bad actions, bad energy, and you're walking towards your dream, which is the Nine of Cups, which is going to fulfill you and make you more happy because this is an individual choice that you made that nobody else was able to kind of put their own opinion or their own spin on it. But this is something that you were able to benefit from because it was a choice that you made for yourself. All right? And let's see. We'll do just for fun. Let me just clarify one more card. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. All right, let me fix this. Sorry. We'll clarify this Ace of Swords. Okay. Please tell me, why is the Ace of Swords here? Could you please clarify why the Ace of Swords is here? Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, deities of the light. Please give me a message. Okay. So we already got 2 here. So look at that. So you have the Ace of Wands and the King of Swords. So what this is saying is that you have divine inspiration that's coming to you. You have divine inspiration that's coming to you that's going to be beneficial, it's going to be beautiful, which we have 2 Ace aces here, 2 aces of wands. So you're heavily inspired. Now, the one thing that it could benefit you or it could hamper you is that we have the King of Swords energy here. And the King of Swords thinks with logic and they try to put everything together the best way they can to make things work in their benefit. Now, with the King of Swords, depending on the energy you have, the King of Swords is very wise and they'll make those good decisions. But at the same time, you don't want to be too hasty and make a large decision, a wise decision, an unwise decision, because we have the Knight of Swords here with the Two of Swords. But this clarity that you're getting is making it so that you're very heavily inspired to make a wise decision. From you putting all the details together, putting all of the things together, and saying, all right, this 2 + 2 is 4, so this is how I'm going to move forward. And that's going to benefit you from there. All right, so we got good clarification on that. So let's go with some of your oracle cards. So we have the Koi Fish Spirit. Okay, Virgo. So the Koi Fish Spirit says there's always enough. There's no reason to worry because there's always enough. You have the 36 there, which is 3 + 6 adds up to 9. And again, that's your energy. Okay. Okay, then we have the Jupiter card coming out. As I mentioned before, Jupiter is in Aries, and Jupiter is about good luck and expansion. So you're going to have a lot of good luck and expansion that comes to you, and that's going to be the primary energy that affects you during this week. And again, 8 + 1 is 9, and that's your number there again. So we have a new moon. A new start is coming. All right, so you might have been manifesting some new things, but a new start's coming with the new moon. So if you have any moon rituals you do or anything that you believe in, definitely the new moon is coming. Plus, Virgo is very connected. The Virgo sign is very connected with the moons, with the moon cycles also. So take a look into that. All right. Then we have, oh, look at this coincidence. So we have Freya. Phases and cycles. There's a beginning with every ending. Illusions are revealed and they are released. And you see the raven that's there. All right. So there is some type of illusion that you're seeing that's really not the picture. And right now that illusion is being broken. You know, maybe this is something that you've been seeing, that you've been thinking, but what you're seeing is not really the clear thing. You have the illusion being lifted and shown. And from what it seems like, the next moon cycle is going to kind of clarify things for you because you have a new start's beginning. You have Jupiter. And then I see here you have the Freya card, which is about moon cycles. All right. So then the last thing, right? So Virgo, we have detox your friendships. Okay. Detox your friendships. Virgo, your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be disconcerting about your associations and friendships and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, choose to be with people who are generous, and choose to be with people who are supportive. Okay? So that's the reading I got for you there, Virgo. It's been my pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. Again, like, share, and subscribe. If you're interested in getting a personal reading, you can reach into my description box, email me there, and we can get you a personal reading. Also, if you're interested in doing to donate to the page, you can also donate to the page, and that helps me to get new cards and to keep the page running. All right? It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. Peace, Virgo.